guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to film a video on how I blow out my hair. I don't blow out my hair often, but when I do, I go to the salon. But I decided to try the blow dry brushes I've been seeing everywhere. I started by seeing the Dyson Airwrap, and then began to see the Drybar blow dry brush, and then the Revlon brush. So I decided to start with the Revlon brush, see how I liked it, and then begin to kind of test out the ones that are a little more expensive and see how I like them. So I decided to film a video today of how I have done my blowouts and what products I use, how I do it, what my technique is. And it's super easy. Like if you have a brush, a hair clip, and like a little styling cream or something, then you're good. You don't have to do like the whole shebang. It's not necessary. I have seen a lot of people use like the little curlers. Like after they blow dry a piece, they will roll their hair into a curler for it to last longer. I personally don't have the patience to roll my hair up. I just like to do things really quickly. I'm going to show you guys how I have been blowing my hair out with this Revlon brush. I love this brush. I have heard pros and cons to it, but I wanted to see how it is compared to the Drybar brush. Let's do our hair. Okay, so ignore my messy nightstand, but I just got out of the shower. I wrapped my hair in this microfiber hair towel. I heard that it's actually not great to wrap your hair in a regular hair towel, so I recently got this on Amazon. It's really nice. It has like a little button. You like twist your hair, and then there's a little hook thing that you hook onto this button, and it's super easy. I would just use a regular body towel to wrap my hair, and it was just super big and obnoxious, and I love this. I'm gonna remove my hair, and I like for my hair to be about 50 to 60% dry, so not wet. Obviously I want to use minimal heat on my hair, like for my hair to just be damp. So I'll wrap it for about like 10 minutes. I'll attach a link below in the description box where I got this towel. I got it on Amazon. What you will need, what I use for my blowout, I use a boar brush to brush my hair. When I say boar brush, I mean it has boar bristles. I love the way that this brush works on my hair. I'm going to use this Kenra Platinum Hot Spray Firm Hold Heat Protection Spray. I love this because it is a heat protector but also like a hairspray. It says Firm Hold Heat Protection Spray. If you guys watch my videos, you know that I like to use the Moroccan oil and the After Party by Bedhead. I have a clip and hairspray. I've heard amazing things about Drybar blow dry brush, so I went to Sephora and I picked it up. I decided to compare the two because I want to see what the difference really is between the two, and if there's a difference in terms of like how hot it gets, or if I feel like my hair is like crunchier on one side than the other. I'm gonna split my hair down the middle, and I'm gonna do one brush on one side and another brush on the other. So this is the box that it comes in. It's really cool. It comes just like that, created for the perfect blowout. Just looking at both of them, this one is definitely a little smaller. I mean, it's not like a huge difference, but this one's a little narrower and a little shorter, I think, just by a little bit. Not much of a difference. The bristles look relatively the same. My part is always on the side. How should I do this actually? Should I do this? Is this fair? I mean, it's enough hair to kind of figure out how I like it. So I just split my hair, just how I usually do my part. So I'm going to do the Revlon brush on this side and the Drybar brush on this side. I don't like to brush my hair when it's wet, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to brush my hair gently. I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to start on the Revlon side. And I always like to start with the ends and then move up. So my hair is just damp. Perfect. This is exactly how I like to have my hair. So then what I'm going to do is I like to split my hair just like where my crown is. Just like that. Just makes it a little easier to work with. I'm going to take my heat protectant. I like to really get it in there. I'm pretty generous with this. I like to use the high setting. So there's a low setting. It does take a little longer. I'm assuming that would actually be really nice if you want to minimize hair damage, obviously. I just like to do things quickly. So there's off, cool, low, and high, and I'm gonna put it on high. I like to grab a section. I usually start with the back, grab a section, and I like to do one pass just straight down, and then I'll start from the bottom, and you guys will kind of see me do a few passes. And then at the very bottom, I'll just kind of twist it in a little bit. I'm actually also going to time this and see how long it takes me to do this side and how long it takes me to do this. So I'm going to start my clock. Now that technically my hair isn't like evenly divided, so the side is obviously going to take less time than the other side, but maybe add another minute or two to the time or to this side. I just want to get like a general idea. Okay, so I'm done on this side. I usually like these little baby hairs, I straighten at the very end. I have to straighten anyway. I don't know how to control these baby hairs with the brush. Just pulling the brush down on the baby hairs doesn't do anything for me. I've used this tool now 3 times and I love it. I love like the little, I don't know if you can tell actually, it just gives me like a really nice amount of volume. Time wise, we are at 9 minutes and 38 seconds. Now let's start on this side. I'm excited. I'm going to use the dry bar brush for this side. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to split it down the middle, apply the heat protectant spray. Oh, and then obviously brush first. And I am going to split my hair. Heat protectant spray. It says off, cool. I'm assuming this is low heat, and then high heat, we're gonna go on high heat. Going to start the time. We are at 8 minutes and 52 seconds. So this took less time than it took me to do this. The big thing that I noticed was this side took me longer to dry with the Revlon brush than the dry bar brush took me. So if you notice in the video, like I would do one pass on like equally sized pieces of hair that I did on this side, and after like a pass, I mean granted this side might have like dried a little bit because I began with this side. Both sides look great. This side definitely fell a little bit, not as voluminous as this side obviously because I just did it. Both sides look relatively the same. The only thing that I've really noticed is the dry bar side looks a little sleeker, but I mean it's not that crazy of a difference. I don't know if you guys can see, the ends look really nice. I'm going to straighten these little bits. Okay, so I have straightened my baby hairs, but now we have to take care of these little frizzies. What I like to do to finish off my hair, I will take my Moroccan oil treatment and I'll do 2 pumps. So I start out with just 1 pump and then I'll warm it up. I like to just start with the ends, kind of go through my baby hairs, and then I'm going to do 1 more pump. I love to apply an oil to my ends because it makes my ends look a little less frizzy. I definitely have frizzier hair, so it really helps out. So the oil I do more so as a focus to my ends, and then the Bed Head product I will use to sleek down my hair. It really does help to apply an oil, just keeps everything nice and smooth. And then what I will do is grab my Bed Head After Party, and I'll do like a dime size amount of the product, and I'll do the same thing. I'll kind of warm it up, run it down my hair. This is what I'll use to sleek down the little frizzies that I get. And this is a pretty thick product. It's definitely thicker than the oil. The oil, it doesn't weigh down your hair as opposed to this After Party, in my opinion, or like what it does to my hair. So I have to use a smaller amount. I'll grab my brush again just to evenly disperse the product. Then I'll take some hairspray and I'll spray it just like right on top. A quick spray, not too much on the ends. I was gonna do a review using no products, but I wanted it to be like a realistic review, like how I'd usually do my hair anyway. This is it. This is what my hair looks like. I love the way this looks. Obviously this took me longer to do because I was filming. Usually this would take me like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna do my makeup now and I'll be right back. So I just finished my makeup. I love the way that my hair looks. I love how easy the blow dry brushes are to use, both of them. I thought about getting the Dyson Airwrap, I think is what it's called, but I don't know if I'm gonna use the curling part or the straightening part. The only thing I really want is the round brush. So I figured I'd start out with these two first, see how I like them, and then if I decide I love using a blow dryer as a way to style, then I might get the Dyson too, and I will make sure to do a review on that as well. I do notice that the Revlon side has definitely fallen. When I say fallen, I mean volume. Granted, like my bangs are on this side, but even the parts that aren't my bangs, there's still more volume there. The only thing that has kind of stayed are the ends, the little curl, but then on this side you can kind of see like this is just straight and then with the little curl, but this has a little more to it even without the bangs. Like, there's still a little more to it. I've heard that with this brush there's a lot of fallout with this one and it gets significantly hotter than others, but I love it. I've used it a few times already. I wanted to see what the difference would be between these two brushes, how they feel, how they work, how I feel by the end of the day, how long my hair lasts using both of these. I tried my best to clean this brush to just get like a fair review of each, and this one still has more hair on it from styling than this one. I don't really find myself tugging as much as I am with this one. I don't know if it's a little bigger, clunkier, if there's like more bristles to it, but I did notice I was tugging less using this dry bar brush. Also, this video is not sponsored whatsoever. These are completely my honest opinions of these tools. I've just been wanting to compare the two for a while now. Yeah, I noticed less fallout with the dry bar brush. Also does not get as hot as the Revlon brush. That is true. This one is louder and hotter for sure, whereas this one, even on the high setting, it's quieter and it works faster. I don't know why. I will give my honest review at the very end though. I want to see how my hair holds. From the looks of it, the fact that this is already flat, whereas this side still has like a little more volume to it. I don't know. 4:53, so I am going to go to dinner and see how this looks at the very end. I'll probably get home later on in the night, so I will check back in with you guys. Okay guys, I just got back from dinner. I haven't touched my hair. I haven't like brushed it or anything. Honestly, it looks the same. I don't see much of a difference between the two. This side might be a little sleeker still, and there's a little more volume to it, whereas this one just really fell. But I think for the most part, it's the same. In terms of size, the dry bar for sure. In terms of performance, dry bar. Functionality, they all have the same buttons, so that's not really different, but I do appreciate how dry bars, it doesn't get as hot, but it does the job. If anything, it does the job faster than the Revlon. That is it. That is my review on these two tools. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope this helped you figure out how to do a blowout and how to use these tools, and helped you decide if you were between the two blow dry brushes. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any videos that I have coming up. I have some recorded, some I have to edit, so those are in queue. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, thank you so much for watching.